All right, Cody Beals, first time here at the Ironman World Championship in Hawaii, and you're just sort of sitting around on the beach most of the time, right? You haven't been busy at all.
Yeah, I wish. I had no appreciation for just how hectic this week can be, so I've got some pretty busy days here, but thankfully I can kind of shut it down a couple days before the race and really focus on getting mentally and physically prepared.
So what's it like coming into this race? You've done 3 Ironmans, you've won all 3 of them, so I'm guessing there's lots of external pressure to go along with the internal pressure that you normally deal with.
Absolutely. So it almost goes without saying, as a pro triathlete, there's always a lot of intrinsic pressure. What I'm less accustomed to is just how much external pressure this is. And being 3 for 3 with Ironman certainly contributes to that. And I know Thorsten, his stats ranking has me at 6th place, which is pretty absurd for a rookie. But what I've learned over the years is that I'm at my best when I'm focused less on the outcome and more on my process and the experience here. So yes, I want to be top 10 here. That's why I came here, but it's not the only reason. I'm looking to get a lot more out of the trip in terms of enjoyment and learning experience besides just the result.
Is it really possible to enjoy that stuff at the time? Like, it seems kind of stressful. It seems like one of those things you enjoy after the fact.
I just learned a new word introduced in my lexicon, type 2 fun. That's something that's not fun at the time, but you reflect back on it and it was fun. So perhaps Kona will be like that, but I'm really trying my very best to squeeze some enjoyment out of the week. It's certainly been stressful. It's been one of the most stressful lead-ups to any race ever, but there's a lot of positives here and there's a lot to be grateful for. So, you know, I have to choose how to frame the experience really. That's on me.
I guess, you know, because at the end of the day, this is what you wanted, right, when you started, right? Like, the dream is to win Ironman races and to come to the big show and be part of the action.
Yeah, I'm certainly motivated by winning. I wouldn't rank it as one of my top motivations, and I would say that Kona was never even in my top 5 motivations if such a list existed. So really, looking at this race, I feel like this was supposed to be a 2 or 3 year plan originally, my first Kona, and I kind of agreed to this, somewhat caving to sponsor, fan, and media pressure. And over the last month, I sort of had to face the fact I had to come up with good intrinsic reasons to race here. And I really had to rack my brain and do a lot of soul searching to come up with reasons why I want to be here. Because all those other external reasons aren't going to cut it when I'm in the energy lab duking it out, you know, and it's absolutely miserable. So it's been a really valuable process, and I've seen a lot of development and self-growth just over the past month leading into this race.
So other than getting to get interviewed next to the ocean by Triathlon Magazine Canada, what are the intrinsic reasons you're racing here? Are you allowed to tell us?
Of course I can tell you. So I don't want to have regrets looking back on my career. And as much as I want to continue racing for the years to come, you never know when another opportunity like this might present itself. So I had to seize this opportunity. The fact that I'm young, fit, healthy right now, I can't take that for granted. So that's one reason to be here. Kona is also a race that humbles people again and again and again. So I'm preparing for a good performance here, but chances are I'm going to be learning a lot from it. So if I want to be doing well here over the years to come, I need to set myself up for that by getting on the island here and having this experience, soaking it all in as early as possible, and accumulating those apprenticeship years.
When you sort of visualize this event, what do you see yourself doing on Saturday, and where do you see yourself coming as you run down the podium or down the finishing strip?
So my swimming has developed pretty well, but it still remains my Achilles heel, especially in, you know, choppy conditions like this. So I'll be a little back out of the water. But on the plus side, that kind of liberates me to race my own race. I won't get caught up in the insanity of the very front pack ripping out onto the Queen K. So I'll be able to kind of be within my own race and stick to my plan. I've been cycling well. I showed in Mont Tremblant. I hung with Lionel Sanders, one of the best cyclists in the world, for 130 kilometers. So I feel like that's on point. And my running's been stronger than ever. I ran a 2:42 at Mont Tremblant off what was basically 50% run volume coming back from a couple injuries. I've been injury-free over the entire lead up to Kona. I'm back into regular run volume, hitting some great numbers. So I'm feeling most confident of my running. And I think I want to have the confidence to run with anyone in the field.
So, you know, you talked about the type 2 fun. How do you sort of deal with, you know, you've done 3 Ironmans, you made them look easy, but they weren't.
No.
And this one's, you know, you talk about learning more about yourself on the big island in Kona doing this race than any other time in your life. But how do you sort of mentally prepare for that?
I'm still struggling with that, and I've been more anxious than any other race leading into this. But I've had to develop better coping mechanisms for that. A better separation between the time I'm dedicating to thinking about triathlon and going over the same little worries again and again obsessively, and time that I'm spending relaxing and personal time and time with family and friends. So honestly, the word work-life balance has entered into my vocabulary because this can be really all-encompassing, especially in the lead up to Kona. And that's awesome. I'm at a point in my life where I can put in all that energy, but I also still, even at the height of this Kona build, and even this week, I'm still trying to achieve some amount of balance. That's really important to me.
Well, good luck hitting that balance. We know you're going to have a great day in some way, shape, or form on Saturday. And yeah, thanks for taking the time here.
My pleasure. Thank you.